I want to welcome our chairperson of the Leyte, Ngini Yabakawa. Thank you for coming on time. Tumukubireko mu ngalo. You want me to repeat what? The Uganda Martys, their story, their witness, and their call. Thank you. So, Father, here you are people ready to listen to you. Yes. We also have those online. So when you are addressing, yes, you know that they are there. Okay. You are most welcome, Father.
Thank you so much. Your name? God is good and all the time. This is nature. I thank you so much for the warm welcome, and in particular, Raymond, thank you for welcoming me and for also being behind this, of course, with the headship of the parish priest, the curates present, the head of the laity, and you people of goodwill. Raymond said here, your people, you are not mine, you are God's people. And I thank you for responding positively always to this adult catechesis. May God bless you as you thrive, as we struggle to continuously practice the Christian virtues which are all expected of us as believers, as Catholics. Once again, I wish to renew my vote of thanks or appreciation to, first and foremost, the parish priest and the entire executive for this brilliant idea of adult catechesis. These are some of the things which are qualifying you and continuously making you to be a real model parish, and that's what you are because of this. Having adult catechesis every month is not for every parish. I think it's for a few organized parishes like in Tinda. So keep up the spirit. Tell those who have not yet responded to it to come on board, because it's one way of educating ourselves towards the will of God. The topic is the Uganda Martys, their story, their witness, and our call. This is the topic which we have been given. The story of the Uganda Martys is too broad, as you will all testify. But I will just give a few things in general. When questions come up, probably we shall expound more on the different details of the different moments of their life. But I want to give a general picture, a summary of their life. I may not go in particular to each matter, but at least the general call and their story. Allow me to start by saying that at times we take a quick move to the death and ignore the life, then the suffering. We always look at the passion, the death, especially the years 1885, 1886, 87, which followed the massacre, the killing of the martyrs. So we are always quick at looking at the death. But I want to say that suffering and death are very, very simple in life, especially if life was nurtured by faith, courage, and determination. So in our life, this is also a lesson. In our day-to-day life, suffering and death will always be simple if life has been nurtured by faith, by courage, and determination. And we are all called upon to educate ourselves. We ask for the special graces from God, especially the grace of the virtue of faith, of courage, and determination in God. So we need to look at the problems the martyrs met, how they solved them, and how we should strive to do the same. The Martyrs were like us. They met almost the same problems as we meet them. They had the same challenges as we have, and they inherited vices as we inherit them. Apart from you, the angels who are here. But what we go through is exactly what the Martyrs went through. So through their Christian virtues, prayers, penance, and perseverance, they emerged victorious. And we are also being called to this, that when we practice these virtues, commitment to prayer, penance, perseverance, we shall emerge victors at one point in life. Surprisingly, they were new to their Christian faith. They were surely new. If you read their story, they were catechized in less than even 2 years, 3 years. So they were new in this faith, few years of catechism. That's why I should say that how many masses did the Martyrs, I can ask this, how many masses did the Martyrs attend? If you can count, probably you've not taken time to count, but how many masses did they attend? How many retreats did the Martyrs attend? Or how many adult catechesis? I think they were few. But for ourselves, how many masses have we attended? Many. We can even recall when we were baptized, confirmed. Many, many. So I should say that we can say we are ready even to die now because they attended few. God forbid, but I mean to die for the faith because we have got enough. How many retreats have we attended? There are many. We have attended many retreats. How many spiritual directions have we attended? There are many. But the Martyrs they attended to few. And yet some of us are not really shown that we are ready to die for our faith. Their story. Allow me to start with that simple kind of story. When we read this book, in the footsteps of Cardinal Lavigeli and the pioneer missionaries, especially page 5, in it we find an extract of the letter which was written to the Queen. So King Mutesa I wrote a letter to Queen Victoria to send teachers of religion and other experts in various fields and skills to Uganda. At that time, the Kingdom of Uganda. However, the king was emphatic in stating to the Queen, I quote, "Please, send me trustworthy persons who will not betray my country and who will not lead my people to bad behavior, but only those who will give good and proper education that can lead us to good administration of my country." And the letter followed. I don't want to read it all because of time. And so a few years after, Stanley's appeal to the Christian missionaries to Uganda, Archbishop Charles Lavigeli of Algiers in the North Africa decided to send 10 members of his missionary society, which was founded in 1868 and nicknamed White Fathers because of their white habit. So their official name is the Missionaries of Africa. So when we hear of Missionaries of Africa, we refer to the White Fathers So 5 were destined to Tanganyika and 5 all French nationals for Uganda. And those destined to Uganda were Father Simeon Laudel, commonly known as Mapera, Mon Père, most of you are French speakers. Mon Père, my father, Père, my Pere. And then in Uganda we are like Mapera, Mon Père, Mapera. Yet it was Mon Père, my father. That is Father Simeon Laudel in 1853. Then Ludovic Giraud in Algiers, Algeria, and then Brother Delmas Amans, commonly known as Brother Amansi. Then Father Leon Babot and Father Leon Livignac. They arrived in Tanganyika on 30th May 1878. On 17th June, they left Bagamoyo, a little harbor along Indian Ocean, north of Dar es Salaam, to start a long safari about 1,120 kilometers, a journey of 7 months on foot. 1,120 kilometers for 7 months on foot. Ask your neighbor, how far was your parish when you were young? But as if that is not enough, how far is Intinda parish from your home? But still people come when they are on the gospel, when the homily is done. These ones used to walk all these kilometers. After 5 months, on 12th November 1878, they reached Tabora. Later, they started another 2 months safari towards Lake Victoria and finally reached the shores of Lake Kageye on 30th December 1878. On 20th January 1879, Father Simeon Laudel and Brother Mans Dema left Kageye for Uganda. They spent 28 days on Lake Victoria together with the 5 rowers. They landed in Chigungu on 17th February 1879. Kumi na musanvu February omwezi lukumi luna na musanvu. So after 2 days, they proceeded to Chitevi, where they arrived on 21st February 1879 at Amil Sekikubo's home. Those of you who have gone to Bunamwaya, there is a place in between after Wankulukuku playground. That is the former Amil Sekikubo's home. There is a famous lady called Nosol. She's a Zavelian but a Muslim. She's ever in Rubaga. She's a relative of Amil Sekikubo. So these are the people who welcomed these 2 missionaries in that home. They spent 3 days. Actually, this is now a new parish, if I'm not mistaken. Chitevi Parish, from Bunamwaya, cut off from Nabwaya and Lubaga. Then later Mapera was received by King Mutesa in his palace on Lubaga Hill on 23rd February 1879. On that day, Mutesa gave permission to the Catholic missionaries to stay in his country. He gave them a plot of land at Lubya, Nabulagala, and promised to build a house for them. How many of us have been at Nabulagala? Wow. Congratulations to you, at least. So this is where Mutesa gave these first. And once settled at Nabulagala, Mapera, as I've already mentioned, from the French words mon, my, her, father. Simeon Laudel was born, of course, in France in 1853. I will not go deep into the when he was born. The important thing is that he was born and came. Simeon started receiving people from the neighborhood who came to see those Ibazungu, the white men, and also attending to the sick people with the little medicine he had brought with them. These are the few things they started with: treating the sick, counseling those who are disturbed and worried, a few things. Already I want to mix up a few things and to spice that even us, we can already start with little things.